There are primarily three types of communication, and today I wanted to speak a little bit about intrapersonal communication. Basically, there are three types: intrapersonal communication, interpersonal communication, and group communication. Intrapersonal communication is your discussions with yourself. There are different forms like self introspection, self analysis, self judgment, soliloquy, talking to oneself, that is. Then comes interpersonal communication, which is one to one communication between two people. Some people believe that that is the most effective form of communication, but we will find something different through these series of discussions. I'm never an expert in everything, so these are all discussions on the basis of what I've read all through these years and what I have experienced myself through my teachings at different levels. And the third form is group communication, which is in fact the most challenging one, and public speaking definitely comes into that. But when it comes to intrapersonal communication, I always believe that intrapersonal communication is something which is the root of all ideas. That means if you are not apt, if you are not capable of talking to yourself, you are unable to talk to many people or a single person for that matter. Starting from the Vedic ages, people have tried to search for this question like, who am I? For example, the Upanishads talked about understanding oneself. In that way, we'll be able to get rid of the possessions of this world. That means we are bound to, we are actually connected to the possessions. We are so very much mad about, maniacs about the possessions that we have. So it's very important to come out of that. And if we are able to come out of that, only in that way the soul of the human, the Atma, meets the Paramatma, that is the soul of the Almighty. And if you are trying to do that, if you are trying to get rid of all this sadness, all this violence inside yourself, then it's very important that you look inside yourself. It's a very difficult strategy. I will not say that I have myself been able to do it as such, but 3 minutes to 4 minutes a day at the end of the day, you can just go through the events of the day, and if you have done something wonderful, you can just pat your head and say that, well done, buddy. And if you have done something bad, that doesn't mean that you have not done something well. It means that it's a stepping stone towards a better future. For example, there's a poem by Pablo Neruda which we teach in the 12th standard of the students, which is called Keeping Quiet, in which it says that Neruda says that, who is a Nobel laureate from Chile, he says that it's very important that we learn from nature. In winter, everything in nature seems dead. Nature seems as if nature is going to not wake up again. It's not like in our countries. In our countries, winter means all sorts of excitements, all sorts of wonderful things. But in the Western countries, nature seems dead, and that is where we feel that the world is going to die. It gives an impression, but actually what happens is that the world prepares for a better future. The world prepares for spring, and the seeds are preserved deep inside the soil. Wordsworth's Ode to the West Wind tells us about that Mother Nature preserves the seeds under the soil to wait for the warm wind of spring to come. In that way, our failures are actually stepping stones towards towards a better future. And that is where introspection comes into play. Introspection means self-criticism, but it doesn't mean unjust criticism. It doesn't mean that telling yourself that you have done something wrong. It means that telling yourself that the wrong things are pathways to the future, which is a better future, which is a brighter future, which is a greener future, which is a more beautiful future. So that is what I wanted to say. It's very important that we look deep inside ourselves to find out what we are, what are the right things that we have done, what are the wrong things which are the stepping stones to a beautiful future that we have done, and at the same time, we need to understand what is our objective, the goal of our life, the ambition of our life. We'll be dealing in depth with this in the next session, as well as a little bit with interpersonal communication. Thank you so much.